Picture this. Me, sprawled on a pile of plastic milk crates in a Tokyo park, bruised ego throbbing harder than my tailbone. Let's just say my attempt at recreating the viral milk crate challenge didn't quite go as planned. I had this brilliant idea, see? Travel the world. Try a different viral trend in each country. You know, immerse myself in the culture, connect with people, probably become TikTok famous along the way. What could possibly go wrong? Turns out, quite a lot. Who knew milk crates had such different structural integrity depending on their country of origin? Or that cultural interpretations of safety first could be so varied? The Milk Crate Challenge. You remember, back in the hazy days of 2021, it swept the internet like a contagious giggle. People stacking milk crates into precarious pyramids, then attempting to climb them without plummeting into a heap of plastic and regret. It was ridiculous. It was pointless. It was a sprained wrist waiting to happen. In other words, it was perfect viral material. Naturally, I, intrepid traveller and aspiring internet sensation, decided to take this trend global. First stop, Japan. Land of technological marvels, impeccable manners, and, as I soon discovered, very sturdy milk crates. I found some likely-looking crates outside a convenience store. They're everywhere in Japan, those convenience stores, like vending machines with better snacks. And, with the help of a few bewildered but polite locals, assembled my pyramid. The climbing, not so graceful. Let's just say, the only thing that went viral faster than my video was the speed at which I tumbled off those crates. On the plus side, I learned a new Japanese phrase. That day, Daijubu desu ka? Are you okay? I heard it a lot. Next, Brazil. Land of samba, sunshine, and an approach to personal safety that can best be described as optimistic. Here I figured the milk crate challenge would be right at home. And was I ever right? We built our crate pyramid in the middle of a park, and soon a crowd gathered, drawn in by the spectacle of a gringo, attempting something so gloriously absurd. There was music, there was dancing, there was much enthusiastic shouting of advice and encouragement, most of which I couldn't understand, but it sounded enthusiastic. It was like a spontaneous carnival, only with more potential for spinal injuries. Milk Crate Mountain High in Nepal. Nestled high in the majestic Himalayas, Nepal offers a breathtaking backdrop for any adventure. The towering peaks, including the iconic Everest, create a landscape that is both awe-inspiring and humbling. From the sun-kissed beaches of Brazil, I embarked on an epic journey to the heart of the Himalayas. My mission? To take on the infamous Milk Crate Challenge, but this time in the shadow of the world's highest peak. The transition from the warm sands to the icy heights was surreal, and the anticipation of the challenge ahead was palpable. Okay, maybe not conquer, but at least not completely humiliate myself. The thought of stacking those wobbly crates on uneven terrain, with the added pressure of high altitude, was enough to make anyone nervous. But I was determined to give it my best shot. Finding milk crates in rural Nepal was a challenge in itself. The quaint villages, with their traditional houses and serene atmosphere, seemed worlds away from the bustling cities where such crates are commonplace. It was a scavenger hunt like no other. Turns out yaks, goats, and those adorable fluffy cows they have up there aren't big fans of being milked into plastic containers. Who knew? The locals found my quest for milk crates amusing, and their laughter was a comforting reminder of the universal language of humor. Eventually, we managed to locate a few crates, apparently imported for a local school's cafeteria, and I set about trying to assemble them on the uneven mountainside. The process was tedious, and the crates seemed to have a mind of their own, wobbling precariously with every gust of wind. Let's just say the thin air didn't help my already questionable balance. Each step felt like a monumental effort, and the altitude made my head spin. But with every stumble and fall, I felt a growing sense of accomplishment. This was more than just a challenge. It was a testament to perseverance and the human spirit's ability to adapt and overcome. Outback crates and Aussie antics, Australia. Land of sunshine, surfing, and a national sense of humour that can best be described as taking the mickey. From the bustling cities to the serene outback, Australians have a unique way of looking at life. Their humour is infectious, and their laid-back attitude is something to be admired. Whether it's a casual day at the beach or a grand event, the Aussie spirit shines through. Perfect place to wrap up my Milk Crate Challenge World Tour. The Milk Crate Challenge has taken me to some incredible places, but there's something special about doing it in Australia. The combination of the stunning landscapes and the enthusiastic people makes it an unforgettable experience. We found some crates, apparently used to transport emu eggs, because of course Australia, and I prepared for my final ascent. The crates were sturdy, yet wobbly enough to make the challenge interesting. As I stacked them higher and higher, I could feel the anticipation building. The Aussies, true to form, were a supportive audience, offering a colourful commentary on my technique, or lack thereof. Their playful banter and encouraging words made the experience even more enjoyable. It felt like I was part of a big, happy family. Having a bit of a wobble there, mate. The crates were more unstable than I anticipated, and I found myself teetering precariously. Each step was a test of balance and nerve. Reckon you need a spotter? The concern in their voices was genuine, but it was mixed with a healthy dose of humor. They were ready to help, but also ready to laugh if I took a tumble. Don't worry, we'll catch you. Eventually. Their laughter was contagious, and it helped to ease my nerves. I knew that no matter what happened, it would be a moment to remember. Spoiler alert, they didn't have to. Despite the wobbles and the nerves, I managed to keep my balance. Each step felt like a small victory, and the cheers from the crowd spurred me on. I actually managed to reach the top of that wobbly plastic pyramid. The feeling of accomplishment was overwhelming. I had done it, and the sense of triumph was incredible. Victory, albeit a slightly wobbly one, was mine. The crowd erupted in applause, and I couldn't help but join in the celebration. It was a perfect end to an amazing journey. A Finnish sauna of crates and confusion. My quest for global milk crate domination led me to the land of 1,000 lakes and even more saunas, Finland. This country, known for its stunning natural beauty, is a place where tranquility reigns supreme. The serene landscapes, dotted with countless lakes and dense forests, create an atmosphere of peace and calm that is almost palpable. As I arrived, I couldn't help but feel a sense of awe at the sheer beauty of the place. Now, the Finns are known for their love of all things quiet and serene. Their culture places a high value on silence and personal space, and nowhere is this more evident than in their beloved saunas. These steamy sanctuaries are places of relaxation and reflection, where the stresses of daily life melt away in the heat. It's a tradition that goes back centuries, and it's deeply ingrained in the Finnish way of life. So naturally, I thought, why not introduce a little chaos into their world? With my trusty milk crates in tow, I set out to bring a bit of unexpected excitement to the tranquil Finnish sauna experience. It was a bold plan, and I knew it would be met with a mix of curiosity and confusion. But that's all part of the fun, right? Finding milk crates was surprisingly easy. It turns out that even in a country as serene as Finland, the humble milk crate is a common sight. I found them in stores, stacked neatly, and ready for use. It was almost as if they were waiting for me, ready to be part of my grand experiment. Turns out even Finns need their dairy fix. The stores were well stocked with all kinds of dairy products, from milk to cheese to yogurt. And, of course, there were plenty of milk crates to go around. It was a dairy lover's paradise, and I was more than happy to take advantage of it. We hauled them to a traditional smoke sauna, the kind heated by a wood-burning stove. These saunas are a bit different from the electric ones you might be used to. The wood-burning stove gives the air a unique, smoky scent that adds to the overall experience. It's a bit like stepping back in time to a simpler, more rustic way of life. The air was thick with the scent of birch and increasingly my own nervous sweat. The heat was intense and I could feel it seeping into my bones. It was both invigorating and exhausting, and I knew that the real challenge was yet to come. But I was determined to see it through no matter what. The Finns, bless their hearts, were politely baffled by my endeavor. They watched with a mixture of amusement and concern as I set up my milk crates in the sauna. It was clear that they had never seen anything quite like this before, and they weren't sure what to make of it. But they were kind and patient, and they gave me the space I needed to carry out my plan. They watched with a mixture of amusement and concern as I attempted to construct a crate pyramid in the cramped, sweltering heat. It was a delicate balancing act, and I could feel the sweat pouring off me as I worked. The crates were slippery, and the heat was almost unbearable, but I was determined to succeed. Let's just say that between the slippery wooden floors and my own sauna-induced delirium, my attempt at the milk crate challenge was about as successful as a snowball in, well, a sauna. Despite my best efforts, the crates refused to stay in place, and I found myself slipping and sliding all over the place. It was a chaotic, sweaty mess, but it was also a lot of fun, and in the end, that's what really matters. Crates around the world. A lesson. Learned. So after circling the globe, what profound wisdom did I glean from my milk crate challenge adventure? Well, for starters, gravity is a universal constant. Also, maybe don't trust internet trends, especially when they involve stacking flimsy, plastic objects to perilous heights. But more importantly, I learned that laughter, like a good stack of milk crates, or at least the memory of one, is a universal language. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the serene mountains of Nepal, It has a way of connecting people, even if it's just over a shared moment of absurdity. What's next on the trend train? So, there you have it. My ill-advised, slightly bruised, but ultimately hilarious journey around the world. One wobbly milk crate at a time. Now it's your turn. Have you ever tried a viral trend in a different country? Share your stories in the comments below. As for me, well, there's a new trend making the rounds. Something about dancing with garden gnomes. Stay tuned.